if we talk about hospitality industry
Yes.
nowadays is the trends is come to sustainability. So what do you think about that?
Correct. Sustainability, absolutely. Sustainability, obviously, we need to nature. We need to respect nature.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of project. I mean, the majority of the project, everything sustainability. That's the most used word nowadays is sustainability, and how we're going to do it. So every project has to be must have a sustainable project behind, and people. Uh, Look for it as well. Many traveler now they want to go to sustainable
Yeah.
hotel, and they want to know what do we do, and so it's a proper demand. So a lot of hotel, and then they really have to up to standard to really okay. That's a must to do it nowadays. Before it was an option. Now it's just the new normal. I would say.
Hello, welcome to Dialog Podcast. So today with me Widya, and now I'm here with our special guest. He is a director of operations and business development of MGB Hotelier and Sojourn Management, based in Bali, with over a decade of experience in hospitality, real estate, and sustainable tourism. And he focused on creating trustful, sustainable projects that benefit investors, local communities, and the environment. So please welcome Mr. Paulo Rendon.
Hello,
Hi.
hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming
Thank you.
joining us
Excellent.
in this podcast. Yeah.
Fantastic. Great initiative. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yes, thank you very much. So today we will discuss something interesting. It's
Yes.
about hospitality industry,
Okay.
especially with theme the triple bottom line, redefining hospitality success through people, planet, and profit. So we know that you really concerned and also you focus on sustainability, Paulo,
Correct.
and you work as a director of operation and business development of MGB Hotelier and Sojourn Management, right?
Correct. Correct.
Can
Basic
you
Bali, yes.
tell us more about your place or MGB Hotelier and Sojourn Management?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are actually we have a company, a consulting hospitality consultant.
Mm-hmm.
We do consult people who wants to make a resort, or you want to create from scratch, or they already have, and maybe sometimes they need a little bit help.
Okay.
So and we also could manage. So that's why Sojourn management coming in place. Okay. So basically we are here in Bali. We
Mm-hmm.
are based in Bali, but we can go around Indonesia, where the projects are. Could be Surabaya, Jakarta, could be Lombok,
Yes.
something like that. So we are MJBH is actually the name of the
Mm-hmm.
owner of the founder of the company, Michael Burchett, which has been here for a long time in Bali, and is obviously a professional in hospitality. So I'm working with him and this with our team to help people to
Okay.
create the dream hotel, and we are here to give them all the right direction, professional,
Mm-hmm.
how to actually from the moment of drawing or choosing the land, or help them out on the concept in general, actually. Okay. It could be a
Okay.
bigger place, could be a small place, could be just so little more boutique hotel, or bigger one.
Wow. So you help and provide A to Z, yeah?
We basically, well, yeah, basically, yes, actually we have.
Mm-hmm.
So because we've been in this region for a while, so we have a lot of connections
Mm-hmm.
around, and we know the right people. Then we can actually pull all the strings and then help the customers to create the dream here in Bali or somewhere else in Indonesia.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's why no more hair. That's why I used to have hair before.
Okay, interesting. Then, if we talk more about hospitality industry,
Yes.
so how you see the this industry nowadays?
Well, obviously, well, Bali as
Mhm.
the center of hospitality in Indonesia, that's for sure. But we see more and more demand towards out of Bali, uh, especially well, if it's still in Bali but not in Bali, it's like Penida or Ceningan
Mhm.
or Lemongan. That's a lot of demands over there. And but now a lot of people asking more and more about Lombok. Lombok is developing quite big, quite fast as well, and but keep pushing. The trend is keeping pushing towards the east. So it means we have a project in Sumbawa, Sumba, and of course Lebon Bajo, places like that. So the demand in general is actually towards this part of the world from Bali to push it towards east, right? Uh, Bali obviously is still the big draw for because it's well established, it's proper airport, proper, and then but people will use this Bali as okay as a point of it, and then try to visit other places like and the next one I think Lombok will be. Uh, we have some project in Lombok which is actually on building now, so which is great.
Okay. Is that your reason to stay at Bali?
Well, we like
Mhm.
Bali. Bali has a lot of things to offer. I mean, Bali is a beautiful island, and the culture is amazing. And it's great. But we can actually allow it because of international airport and very easy to move uh, around around the world, around the
Mhm.
region. So that's why we are here.
And as we know, Bali is really close to the nature, yeah,
Absolutely,
and very
absolutely.
beautiful.
It's very beautiful. Bali is very beautiful. A lot of things to offer.
Mhm.
Okay, maybe some no go up north. Maybe if you want to see more nature, that's for sure.
Yes, and if we talk about hospitality industry
Yes,
nowadays, is the trends is come to sustainability. So, what do you think about that?
correct. Sustainability, absolutely. Sustainability. Obviously, we need to nature. We need to respect nature.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of project. I mean, the majority of the project, everything sustainability. That's the most used word nowadays is sustainability, and how we're going to do it. So every project has to be must have a sustainable project behind, uh, and people do search for that also. Investor, they for many one of the first question that people ask when the people want to invest, and they say how are we going to do the sustainability, what are we going to do with it. But
Mm-hmm.
sustainability is obviously is a big word, so there are a lot of things to do sustainability. From many people think that sustainability is only solar panel, part of it,
Yeah.
okay, but also is how you treat the soil, how they treat the water retention, water when you're using reusing the water, and of course try to use as much uh, technology to save a lot of and help actually. I would say more into education process, because also sustainability part of in many restaurants, and they do an food waste is become as well part of this circular economy, to reuse and use less and less uh, food waste. Okay, and so some people, some smart chef, they really reviewing in the kitchen, and they do some magic in the kitchen with all the
Mhm.
food. But major now, a lot of people using composting is become quite normal in every mini hotel. Some natural composting, some now we have technology in Bali, amazing. There are a lot of machine and a lot of new technology to actually use composting, so recycling and so on. Um, and then make clean food,
Mhm.
clean water, clean food, grow your own vegetable, all this thing actually. So which is people very high demand. At the moment, we have a very big project in Lombok, which is actually based on all this permaculture.
Mm-hmm.
So growing food, retention of water, managing water flow, rainwater collections, and all these kind of things. So and people uh, look for it as well. Many traveler now, they want to go to sustainable
Yeah.
hotel, and they want to know what do we do. I mean, what operator do to actually save uh, the world in a
Mhm.
sense, or help to save the world. Okay, and so it's a proper demand. So a lot of hotel, and then they really have to up to standard to really, okay, that's a must to do it nowadays. Before it was an option, now it's just the new normal, I would say.
Because it's very important, yeah.
Super important, super
Super
for the
important.
for generation to come. Very very important actually.
So do you think every business must to join the trend or
I don't think if I don't think it's gonna be a choice anymore. I
okay.
think they have. I think that everybody will need to follow.
Mm,
Absolutely, it's becoming more like a
mhm.
normal things to do actually. Okay, so there's an evolution. People,
I agree, yeah.
people, in the hotel many years ago was. Do you have breakfast included, right? And then they start into, do you have air conditioning, and
Mm-hmm.
then latest obviously, do you have wi-fi, so all that. And now the demand is, what's your sustainable program for, and not only for the earth himself, what we're doing, but also for the community.
Mm-hmm.
How do you help the community? How do you involve the community? And especially now a lot of projects are in a remote location, so that's part as well of educate
Yes.
and help the community, which is actually is very important. So, and now many customers, they care about that actually, and how as well how they can help, but they enjoy as well to see what the hotel operator doing about it. How do you help the community? How the I mean, and people, they want to really know and
Mm-hmm.
discover and see how they can actually help as well.
Wow,
It's very good.
that's true.
It's true, man.
So if we talk about sustainability, it's
Yes.
not about nature, right?
It's not only about nature, it's about as well human contact as well. It's about, like, again, community, make the really education,
Mm-hmm.
help the community. As I mentioned, in Lombok at the moment, we have this very large project, and we also involve a lot of the community. So the restaurants and all will be a sort of a farm to table, a real farm to table, which means a few 1 kilometer around the compound of the hotel. So we
Mm-hmm.
engage all the community, and then people to help as well to get the vegetable and the fruit and things like that. So organic, naturally grow, things like that. So that's also help
Yes,
part of
and
the sustainable. So we don't have to have watermelon coming from Kalimantan. We must have it watermelon coming from there, or papaya, or other chocolate, coffee, you name it. Now Indonesia has a lot of things to offer
okay.
actually. So let's reduce this carbon footprint as well. Okay.
Okay, so um in your MGBH,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So what kind of things that you do to help your clients maybe or
Well, our
to go
our our
sustainable?
job is actually to consult people and to
Mhm.
explain what is available and what they should do
Mhm.
during, and then implement right at the beginning. It means many people, they will do something, and we do later, we do later, but then at the end it's gonna cost more money because you're gonna waste more time, and then implementation of certain things will actually be more difficult. So if it actually they implement straight away some uh, tools to, okay, let's do it
Mhm.
since the beginning, there they will save a lot of time, but they will save actually at the end a lot of money as well actually. So this is our job, to consult we have all the necessary connection to inform our customers to what to do. Then of course it's up to the customers, of course, but what we suggest is actually that you should do this since the beginning, and then will be much easy and less costly for sure,
Okay.
for sure. Because certain thing you can escape, certain thing you really cannot escape, especially when we're going moving forwards in the next few years. That will be, like I say, it will not be an option anymore. It will be like, you should do it, you must do it, something like that.
Yes, we must do sustainable, yeah,
You have
sustainability.
to be
Focus on.
but education
Mm-mm.
and explain to the people, explain, and that's important. Then that is a community effort,
Mm-mm.
and is actually is engage staff, engage not only the community but around, but engage the staff, teach, develop the staff, educate the staff, so everybody can actually spread, and we grow, and so we grow into sustainable mode mentality mindset.
Mindset.
Mindset
Okay.
is a mindset.
That's interesting to talk about mindset. So, what mindset that we have to
Well,
run?
we need to understand, and plastic is an issue, and
Mm-mm.
sometimes, every time we throw something on the floor, or we just throw it something on the sea, is bad. Actually, we should collect, and we should actually able to recycle things. You need to recycle many things as possible, and to really educate. And again, burning trash is not the although it's a common practice in certain part.
Okay.
But it's not good for the environment, but also throw it away on the sea, or in a river,
Mhm.
is not really good. And unfortunately, we see here in Bali or in other part of Indonesia, very common, our rivers, and are very
Mm.
polluted on that sense. So I think it's a matter of education. And in Bali especially, there is a lot of amazing company, then they do an amazing job on try to help, and to clean, but we need to clean until when? I mean, if it continue, you can keep cleaning, but obviously we should stop to start throwing away things, right? So yeah, I think education is the first. It could actually be education from, and hotel operator. They have the, I think, duty to part of the training as well. The staff, everything to educate um, all the employees about this situation, because sometimes it's really like, oh god, it's getting really bad.
Mhm.
Okay, but yeah, but again, a lot of effort has been done in the last few years, and I believe awareness around, uh, and by hospitality, of course, hotel and places, actually they need to drive this a little bit more. I know sometimes cost some money,
Okay.
but that's, I think, is we should should be part of a new normal for
Mhm.
the hotel.
Yes, that's right. So, I'm just curious about what the common mistakes that come to you to you can what do you call it? Memulihkan.
Okay. Yeah, common mistakes, and
Mhm.
many people take a lot of things for granted. Okay, and people don't think about cost involved. They think, just they have a short vision on things. Uh, so that's why uh, we really spend a lot of time to discuss with our customers, to say, okay, well, that's what you should do, because, and we can give real example from other property what they've done,
Mhm.
or obviously learn from mistakes is important, and show as well. I mean, the cost, and sometime, yes, now you have to spend one, but if you don't do this, you're gonna spend two, something like that. So try to put in a perception of finance as well, which
Mhm.
is, many people, when we talk about money, obviously They try to they listen. Okay, so
Mm.
so I think uh, and again, sustainable mindset has to be everywhere and will be everywhere, as a common, as a normal, like a new normal, I would say.
New normal.
A new normal, yes.
Mhm.
And they have to do it. Then they have to do it. There's no more if, but they have to do it, and then they have to follow all the procedure, uh, then link to the hotel or the resort to do that, and it will cost less at the end, actually. So that for sure.
Is that all about money and cost? If we talk
All
about
about
business.
money. Everybody, money, money, money. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot about money. Okay,
Mhm.
unfortunately, okay. But nowadays, because of technology, because a lot of company they really focus on sustainability and so on, cost as well, they're actually dropping. Okay, because
Mhm.
don't forget, there's a lot of competition as well, but the cost as well, a dropping as well. Solar panel cost is dropping. It was much cheaper now than maybe 10 years ago. So uh, it's just a mindset of the developer and the concept of the developer, how
Mhm.
they want to do things. Okay.
Yes.
So, and maybe saving one today and you're gonna spend two tomorrow.
Who knows?
Okay, who knows? Okay.
Okay, so it's really interesting to talk about sustainability, and because now we are here in Bali, so what do you think to we can align global sustainability goals and local Balinese values, and how is important is it?
Well, Balinese culture,
Mm-hmm.
as nature is number one, right? So
Yes.
to be in line with nature and respect nature, that's was the I think the Balinese culture is a number one teaching for all of us, for the world, actually. I mean, this is actually is very important. So sometimes to see then nature is not respected,
Mm-hmm.
sakit hati. Okay, sometimes it's really not good, actually. So I think we need to go back to the basic and respect nature.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
uh, and everything is there. We're already there. We're not reinventing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Balinese Budaya teach us this. So respect our Mother Earth, respect our nature. Try to be respecting Mother Nature, throwing garbage on the river, on the sea. It's not really respecting, is it?
Yes.
So I think we have all the every points to follow. They're already there, but sometimes maybe people forget because they're spending so much time in TikTok or something. Okay. Okay.
Social media.
In social media too much
Everywhere,
maybe.
huh?
But yeah, please respect nature as the Balinese teaching always been for thousand years. Okay. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Actually, it's already there. If everybody of us respect and
Mhm.
do a little bit, yeah, I think Bali could be, or the world basically could be a much bigger, a better place in a sense. Okay, so as I mentioned before, education is the key, uh, from the private sector and of course from the government, of course, but the private sector obviously has to play a big role as well. But man, follow the rules, then follow the rules and respect Mother Nature. That's it. They're already there. They was here before us, and they will be still before after we all gone.
Yes.
Okay.
Respect is the key, yeah.
Respect. I think respect is the key. If you
It's
want to
the key,
narrow it
yes.
down the thing, respect the nature is the key.
If we talk
So,
about respect is
yes.
come for education.
Yes.
So if we know and aware about everything's around us, so we have respect, right?
Well, should be actually. Should they should be actually. Maybe we should less playing in TikTok, okay, or less playing
Mm-hmm.
something like a little bit to disrupt our mind or something a bit too much. Actually, maybe we should, if that is from the kids to the if the kids see the we need to lead by example, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you the kids see the parents opening a bottle of water and then finish and throw it on the street,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think the kid's gonna do? You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
the normal, right? Okay.
Okay.
But if they understand and this if the parents start showing the kids, then this is not good, or we can actually recycle and we can do other things with that or other things. I mean, that's is a small step.
Mm-hmm.
So, and because the problem, I mean, the problem is real. You can see it every day. Okay, so and respect the nature.
Respect the
Respect the
nature.
nature.
Yes.
Respect the nature.
Yes, Mr. Paulo, thank you for your insights. Yeah. So, if we talk more about business and sustainability,
Yes.
so there are profitability and also sustainability. How you balance the
Well,
two of
you
this? Mm-hmm.
balance obviously uh, plan
Like,
plan ahead.
mm-hmm,
Now you have all the tools necessary. Okay,
mm-hmm,
so and ready available. Okay, you have a lot of, especially in Indonesia, but especially in Bali, you have a lot of company that they can help you out to do energy saving, water saving, uh, many, for recycling furniture, recycling
mm-hmm,
many things actually. So if you really, it goes with your mindset and what is your concept. But if you already have all the tools, so there's not much excuse. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, and that. But if you start, when we start a project from scratch, that has to be implemented straight away.
mm-hmm,
So that's why when we work with architects, straight away we work architect, we work with operator, we're working with the MEP consultant, we're working with sustainability consultant. For so straight away there will be all implementation in a drawing stage.
mm-hmm,
So and then will be the cost of the whole project. So once you have the base there, then you can build on it actually. Okay, but the finance cost has to be in there, because if you decide to do, let's say, solar panel, for example, like just an example, if you start from the beginning, then you can start to already plan the kind of roof you need to have and where to put it and the
mm-hmm.
cabling, the battery space, and all these kind of things already planned. If you do it afterwards, maybe your roof is not adapt to put solar panel because it's too so we have a different material and so on, or maybe you don't have
Mm-hmm.
space to put where you're going to put all the cable, when you're going to break it you have to break the wall, or you have to put the bed, so it's going to actually cost you more money, right? Same like that. So the key is, if you can do this at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
just implement it at the beginning straight away, and and put it inside your investment plan at the beginning. That's it.
All start from the beginning.
All stuff. I mean, yeah, that would
Like,
be that is a perfect word actually. If you have everything at the beginning, because
mm-hmm,
you could do at the afterwards, sure, but sometime it will cost you more money.
mm-hmm.
You may spend more money afterwards. Okay.
So it's okay to have atau need more time to planning.
You can have more time for planning,
Mm-hmm.
but if you can save more time if you actually get a right consultant, and then we can tell you more based on our experience.
Okay,
Okay,
so that's all provides by
that's right. Yes, absolutely.
MGB H.
Betul.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So, how you build your client trust to your company?
Well, obviously, build trust. We are a team led by Michael.
Mhm.
Then we've been around for a long time. It means we've been hospitality in institute for many years. Okay, and we have experience across many countries. Myself, I live in 11 countries. So, um, and people did understand that we understand Indonesia pretty well. We understand Bali pretty well, and we have the right connection to link the people. So, based on our uh, references,
Mhm.
basically, then we can actually build trust with the customers. We are here to not tell the customer what to do. We are listening, and we just here to advise what's the right things to do.
Mhm.
Then we think because they can save money, they can save time. Uh, it depends again what the vision of the customers depends again what is the concept of the customer want to do, and we are here to help them to
Grow.
make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen.
Okay, something like that. So we have we again we have a lot of experience in this hospitality sector,
Mhm.
and so we pretty solid on that sense. Okay.
Could you please share your experiences to people who watch this video? Maybe
Yeah.
to what is the challenge the most of the your client and what your advice to them?
Okay. Kita bisa bahasa Indonesia, switch dikit.
Okay,
Oke, switch boleh. Oke.
because yeah,
Ya,
you can speak bahasa.
ya boleh. Kita
Oke,
campur-campur ya,
campur-campur aja baiklah.
biar nggak bosan juga
Siap siap.
bahasa Inggris terus. Enggak banyak kita yang paling sering ya, banyak tamu, apalagi datang dari luar negeri ya, dan apalagi pertama kali
Mhm.
di Bali, mereka banyak pikir gampang sekali. Oh ini gampang, 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 gampang kan. Tapi kita ada di sini untuk kasih tahu yang benar-benar peraturan-peraturan Indonesia ada ini. Harus ada peraturan, harus ikut ini, harus ikut itu, harus ikut semua izin-izin segala macam. Dan kita bisa bantu mereka untuk cari yang notaris yang bisa percaya,
Mhm.
atau yang apa yang kan banyak juga ya, ini ada banyak ketipu lah. Ada juga ya, ada cerita juga banyak orang yang mau sendiri-sendiri pertama kali di sini, dan nanti oh ini karena mereka percaya sama oh ini ada tetangga saya, ada ponakan ini, ada teman ini segala macam. Tapi
Mhm.
kita bilang kalau kamu datang sama perusahaan seperti kita yang lagi bisa percaya dan kita punya reputasi yang bagus, ya kita bisa kasih tahu yang benar. Oke. Dan juga kita nggak saja sama tamu untuk janganlah kalau ini ada dodgy, kalau enggak kadang-kadang deal if it's too good, ya pikir dulu lah. Oke, kadang-kadang banyak orang datang pertama kali di Bali atau di
Mhm.
Indonesia, mereka pikir, wah ini saya punya ini deal yang paling bagus, ini di pantai, pas di ini saya bisa bangun 50 lantai, apa ini, wah ini bilang, wow, waduh,
Wow, mimpinya
waduh,
besar.
nonton dulu, tunggu dulu, ini pasti ada masalah, something like
Oke.
that, ya, ini di Bali boleh ini, nggak boleh itu, ini boleh ini, ada banyak peraturan kan,
Mhm.
hukum kan, saya bukan bikin peraturan, ini benar-benar kita harus ikut yang peraturan-peraturan
Mhm.
dari pemerintah ya Bali segala macam. Jadi yang paling penting orang di sini ya pikir semua gampang-gampang, oh bisa apa aja bisa di sini. Ya, sebetulnya
Mhm.
bukan begitulah. Harus mungkin mereka banyak TikTok ya juga ya. Semuanya banyak social media. Nah, di sini ya ada peraturan, ada izin-izin, ada semua jelas sebetulnya. Dan kita untuk kerja kita harus suggest. Nah, kalau mereka mau ikut, oke, kita bisa bantu. Kalau mereka mau mulai nggak mau ikut atau mereka cari yang jalan-jalan yang nggak benar,
Mhm.
ya kita sudah nggak mau lagi lah, nggak mau lah, nggak mau kita nggak mau ada masalah segala macam, kita sudah tua lah, nggak mau masalah lah, ya oke sudah experience cukup, ya nantilah.
Mhm.
Jadi banyak orang yang pikirannya beda dari nanti realitas,
Mmm.
oke. Banyak datang di Bali mimpi mimpi mimpinya, wih,
Mhm.
oke, tapi dan kerja kita untuk balikin, oke, sekarang mimpi oke, tapi balikin gimana realitas. Nah, kita bisa jelas semua, oke. Nah, kita yang jujur aja lah, nggak mungkin kita sudah agen, kita sudah senior, nggak mau yang main-main begitu lah. Ya, jujur, oke, mau, oke, nggak mau, oke, ya
Mhm.
udah.
Karena sudah jelas semua aturannya tertulis, sudah ada ya, jadi memang harus
Sudah kan?
kalau mau ya baca dulu, pelajari dulu seperti
Betul,
itu ya?
betul,
Mhm.
betul. Banyak 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 orang mau pikir, "Oh, di sini bisa potong potong potong, oh ini bisa jalan-jalan tengah." Kita bilang aja, "Janganlah, janganlah, jangan, nggak usah lah,
Mhm
nggak,
mhm.
kita masuk really benar-benar ada peraturan ikut aja. Kalau mau bikin bisnis di Bali, mau bikin bisnis di Indonesia, ya ikut aja. Yang peraturan-peraturan kalau ada, bukan
Mhm.
kalau kita nggak ada, oh ya udah, tapi ada sebetulnya kan."
Yes, betul betul betul. Kalau tadi banyak bahas tentang planning, Mister Paulo.
Hmm,
Jadi kalau ngebahas planning, tadi kan yang pasti kita harus tahu aturan-aturan apa yang
be-
ada, kemudian apa yang
betul,
bisa kita,
betul.
susun ya untuk nanti
Ya.
kemajuan bisnis dan lain sebagainya. Selain planning, ada nggak faktor-faktor penting yang perlu disiapkan oleh owner bisnis atau yang akan menjalankan bisnis?
Nah, kalau ada orang-orang orang baru ya, kita banyak orang baru dari luar negeri datang mau bikin yang s- di Indonesia yang penting of course hukum pasti seperti kita bicara,
Mhm,
tapi jangan jangan lupa budaya.
oke.
Jangan budaya, hormati budaya juga. Karena di contoh ya di Eropa atau di tempat lain bisa bisnis saja. Oke. Di sini jangan lupa apalagi Bali budaya penting lah. Ya. Jadi harus hormat juga belajar tentang bukan cuma tentang bisnis,
Mhm,
tapi gimana bicara sama orang, gimana bicara tentang budaya,
mhm.
gimana bisa hormat-hormat budaya Bali. Ini paling penting dan banyak orang juga lupa. Dan mereka pikir bisnis saja. Oh, kita di sini, kita di negara saya beginilah harus bangun ini aja. Oh, jangan. Kita harus pikir-pikir di mana kita ada di Bali. Bali ada aturan bukan politik kan, aturan agama,
Mhm.
aturan budaya. Ini yang paling paling penting. Kalau kamu sudah mengerti dan saya mau jadi orang orang Bali juga eh, bagus sebetulnya dan mereka sabar. Tapi jangan sampai nggak dihormat agama atau budaya. Jangan, cobalah seperti kamu mau investor orang dari luar negeri datang, coba belajar. Pasti kalau kamu punya kalau kamu bersih ya,
Mhm.
ya orang Bali pasti bantu. Pasti. Tapi jangan datang ke sini kita banyak lah, kamu sombong lah. Datang, wow, saya punya duit, saya bisa ini, bisa itu, bisa itu. Something like that ya. Nah, eh, jadi kita apa bilang aja sama tamu-tamu bilang kamu ya di sini sabar lah,
Mhm.
sabar, belajar dulu, ada aturan bisnis dan juga di samping juga ada aturan budaya-budaya atau belajar dulu lah. Tidak ada.
Balik lagi respect ya,
Balik lagi
harus
respect
sama
lah, ini
budaya.
sebetulnya begitulah ya, balik begitu. Mungkin mungkin di Eropa bukan
Mhm,
begitu, cuma
mhm.
bisnis saja, oke bank, that's it. Oke,
Kalau di sini nggak bisa
di sini
gitu.
nggak bisa.
Memang harus care juga sama lingkungan lokal.
Lingkungan lokal penting,
Mhm.
penting sekali.
Sama tadi sempat membahas investor.
Hmm,
Nah, kalau dari Mister Paulo
ya.
melihat perkembangan investasi saat ini terutama di Bali itu seperti apa? Sepesat itukah atau
Ya,
mhm,
Bali, Bali ya Bali menarik lah orang yang dari luar
mhm,
pikir masih menarik sama investasi dari orang luar, tapi juga kita lihat trennya banyak mau di luar Bali juga. Karena juga jangan lupa tanah di Bali mahal sekarang.
Iya,
Lebih
sudah
mahal,
mahal sekali
sudah
ya.
mahal sekali kan. Jadi kalau mau mungkin orangnya pikir, "Oh gimana Lombok?"
Ah,
Lombok tanah masih ada banyak dan
mhm,
masih oke lah. Oke. Nah, dan kalau pikir benar-benar long term, ya ini mau Sumbawa, mau Sumba, ya ini yang tempat yang next lah.
mhm.
Oke. Tapi ya banyak investor-investor pikir Bali tetap menarik untuk dunia. Wah, Bali
Lebih dikenal dari Indonesia.
lebih kaya dari Indonesia. Ya banyak orang benar-benar pikir Bali negara sendiri lah
Mmm,
masih kan.
iya, betul
Aduh,
betul betul.
aneh sih tapi benar ya kadang-kadang orang nggak pernah mungkin first time traveler segala macam di Eropa tinggal Bali tapi nggak koneksi sama Indonesia lah, oke.
Mhm.
Tapi untuk investor-investor pasti tahu negara Indonesia banyak investor, tapi Bali masih ada, you have attention lah, bring attention to the investor pasti Bali
Selalu menarik ya.
selalu menarik lah, makanya menarik itu.
Itu untuk
Eh,
investasi ya,
Duit
perkembangannya memang sangat
that's it.
pesat sekali ya.
Iya
Tapi
betul.
sekarang udah mulai ke Lombok, udah mulai ke beberapa
Mulai
desa.
ada trennya, mulai banyak orang pikir, "Wah, mungkin kita keluar aja dulu,
Mhm,
kita bikin daripada beli rumah di Bali, villa di Bali, mungkin kita mau lebih alami, mau lebih, quiet, mungkin kita mau ke Lombok." Something like that. Oke, jadi Lombok mulai juga buka, eee, dan ya, banyak orang pikir juga di situ juga karena, ya duitnya
mhm.
lebih mungkin ya Lombok atau di tempat lain lebih lebih murah sebetulnya. So, yeah, but it's good for Indonesia kan?
Yes.
Good, yang paling penting investasi kan?
Betul betul betul,
Oke.
yang paling penting investasi. Ya tadi udah bahas banyak ya Mister Paulo tentang planet, kemudian juga people sama profit. Jadi memang bisa berjalan beriringan sebenarnya ya.
Yes, of course.
Mhm.
Harus begitu, ya. Has to be.
Jadi nggak hanya fokus ke profitnya aja, tapi juga harus memperhatikan people-nya dan
Absolute,
planet terutama supaya bisa
absolute.
sustain gitu ya,
Balancing life.
balancing life.
Balancing life kan? Apa Balinese, balancing life penting
Yes.
kan?
Kalau di Bali kan ada respect sama Tuhan, respect sama people, sama alam
Alam,
gitu.
ya, itulah. Sebetulnya gampang, sudah ada kan?
Sudah
Prinsip
ada
sudah ada kan?
prinsipnya.
Prinsip sudah ada, kenapa cari-cari yang lain?
Mhm.
Prinsip sudah ada, stick to that,
Yes.
stick to that. Ini sudah homework sudah done, ya kan? Kita harus ikut aja.
Mhm.
Tapi makanya kita banyak pikiran, kebanyakan
Lihat sosmed,
lihat sosmed, ya.
TikTok.
TikTok lagi, oke. Tapi
Mhm.
base-nya sudah ada.
Mhm.
That's it, that's it. Yeah, that's what Bali culture can teach us kan?
Tapi apa yang membuat itu sulit? Dalam artian, karena sudah ada prinsipnya,
Hmm.
tapi tidak semua bisa menjalankan prinsip itu. Balik
Aduh,
lagi ke people-nya ya?
Black people balik
Mhm.
ke gimana education lagi,
Mmm,
gimana, mmm, respect, dan keep the culture alive,
mhm,
eee, dan I think Bali is salah satu contoh ya untuk dunia bisa lihat ini, apalagi di sini di Bali benar-benar community benar-benar number one dan juga hormat alami dan hormat budaya of course dan senang kalau lihat banyak orang muda
mhm,
ya, ikut-ikut upacara segala macam. Kalau di Eropa juga ya budaya cuman turun lah anak muda,
mhm.
mereka peduli lagi something like that. Tapi it's good to see kalau di Indonesia, apalagi di Bali, banyak orang muda-muda masih ikut dan ini bisa jangan sampai budaya nggak ada lagi lah di tempat samping. Oke,
Edukasi,
edukasi lah.
kata kuncinya ya.
Iya.
Terus berarti dari MJBH juga,
Yes.
itu fokus untuk mengedukasi juga? atau
What
salah satunya ya?
salah
Mhm,
satu ya paling paling penting
mhm,
kalau kita manage hotel atau kasih, eee, mau share pengalaman kita sama mereka, ya ini nomor satu begitulah. Bukan cuman, ya dulu mungkin kalau training cuman training gimana serve atau gimana pouring wine or water, kan ini biasa kan. Tapi sekarang harus ada next step,
mhm,
jadi training juga tentang sustainability. Gimana ini,
mhm.
again saya bicara tentang food waste,
Food
penting
waste.
juga. Jadi chefnya juga bukan pikir cuman, "Oh, oke ini potong-potong, oh ini potong-potong tapi pakai semangka skin atau papaya skin,
Mhm.
what can I do?" Bukan buang aja, harus ada
Apa,
something to do, dan
next-nya apa
sebetulnya
gitu ya? Mhm,
betul, jadi chefnya juga, dan support dari manajemen juga, mereka support gimana, what can I do to really zero food waste,
mhm.
ya. Dan this is also bisa sebetulnya, bukan, "Oh, it's impossible." Possible, possible, bisa, ini
Edukasi, mhm.
circular economy, that's it, you can
Iya iya iya.
use all your wastage and things like that, ya kan?
Betul 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 betul. Tapi kalau misalnya melihat perkembangan teknologi, inovasi, itu kan bisa menjadi kayak obstacle atau hambatan, bisa tetap sustain atau malah bisa mendukung itu?
Harus, I mean,
Mhm,
nowadays we cannot fight kan, we cannot
betul.
go against the AI, everybody
Mhm,
complain AI, tapi sebetulnya AI is here to stay and we stay and they help, just use it, ya kan? Bantu, dan teknologi bagus, harus harus perlu untuk pakailah,
mhm.
pakai untuk doing good lah. Dan apalagi, banyak sekarang ya anak-anak segala macam yang muda, apalagi ini part of the life kan.
Mhm,
Dan tapi di sini jangan lupa bukan cuman cuman yang aneh-aneh atau lucu-lucu atau ini bisa juga untuk belajar, ya kan? Jadi kita bilang sama karyawan-karyawan yang muda bilang, "Oke,
mhm.
kamu 3 jam di TikTok setiap hari pastilah. 2 jam potong aja 1 jam dan 1 jam belajar. Kita kasih topik-topik gimana, jadi kamu belajar-belajar yang bagus dan tetap bisa 2 jam di TikTok tapi 1 jam belajar.
Mhm.
Belajar bahasa Inggris ke, belajar bahasa Itali ke, belajar yang paling belajar. Dan belajar tentang, oke, hospitality boleh atau sustainability boleh,
Interest-nya,
gimana
passion-nya di
interest lah,
mana ya?
that's it.
Mhm.
Dan nih kamu kalau kamu mulai belajar-belajar ini, dan kamu passion, jadi create your passion, create your dan kamu mungkin bisa bisa bantu. Pasti bukan bukan mungkin, pasti bisa bantu kalau mau, kalau mau. Dan that's it. So, yeah, that's it, education and mindset.
Mindset-nya.
Hmm.
Kalau Mister Paulo sudah berapa lama fokus di hospitality? Sudah lama sekali dan sekarang juga masih belajar ya? Mas
Hospitality business is a
yes.
beautiful business if
Mhm.
you, uh, saya sudah berapa 40 tahun lebih, uh, tapi always belajar lah, something new lah, something new. Dan salah satu sustainability, yeah, that's a big thing to learn. Okay, uh, hospitality, yes, people, yes, of course, tapi yeah, that's the new, how do you make the business more sustainable and for in every level, ya. Jadi belajar terus, nggak ada yang one time finish, that's it.
Yes, jadi memang harus terus belajar ya.
Terus belajar.
Dan kalau melihat peralihan, kalau dulu kan belum ngetren sustainability
Iya,
gitu, sekarang sudah mulai dan sudah bukan menjadi pilihan lagi,
nggak pilihan lain.
bukan
Benar,
not a choice lagi ya.
betul.
Sekarang sudah sustainability, berarti, Mister Paulo juga melihat ya, peralihannya sangat pesat juga,
Ya,
sangat drastis juga ya?
iya, iya, iya,
Mhm,
pasti, pasti. Karena ini cepat, cepat sekali, dan it's a must. It's part of the. It will be a new normal for every hotel.
mhm,
Normal. That's what's your sustainable program. Dulu nggak ada sustainable program di hotel-hotel. Eh, Kecil sih, sedikit, tapi nggak begitu sekarang. Sekarang karena kita punya tools untuk benar bikin benar sustainable, save energy, atau make the less pollution, something like that.
Mhm, oke. Berarti memang ada tools-nya dan bisa
Sekarang
membantu
ada
juga ya,
tools-nya,
sudah mudah
ada tuh.
semuanya sebenarnya ya.
Sebetulnya mudah kan, sebetulnya mudah.
Sebetulnya mudah.
Betul, betul, betul,
Dan
betul,
untuk
betul.
bisa terus sustain seperti
Ya,
itu, pasti kita perlu yang namanya collaboration. Nah, kalau pendapatnya Mister Paulo tentang kolaborasi kita dalam bisnis itu
of
seberapa
course.
penting dan kita perlu kolaborasi sama siapa aja sih?
Well, kolaborasi ini community pasti dan
Mhm,
antara ini kita share lah. Jangan if you have something,
ah
share lah. Jangan ambil keep for yourself lah sometimes. Share, komunikasi sama orang same business, then try to find the new things and
mhm,
that's it. Jadi kalau I don't think it's one man show kan.
betul.
It's a team effort, okay? And if you work together,
Mhm,
yeah, community again, then you can go far.
mhm.
That's for sure. So paling penting ya ini penting lah.
Berarti community ya? Community juga perlu kita ajak
Sharing,
kolaborasi,
sharing,
sharing dengan
sharing,
community, oke.
sharing ya, sharing best practice, okay?
Oke.
Kalau orang, oh saya di hotel ini, saya coba ini.
Mhm.
Oh, oke, saya mau kamu coba juga, ya, nah, gitu, something like that. Jadi sharing best practices, you see.
Kalau antar bisnis ke bisnis dan bisnis ke pemerintah itu seperti apa? Kolaborasi, bentuk kolaborasi yang baik?
Ya mungkin bisnis ke bisnis lebih cepat
Mhm.
dan bisnis ke pemerintah mungkin lebih sabar. Atau
Mhm.
mungkin harus lebih, tapi ya ada cara juga, ada mungkin um, different different approach,
Mhm.
tapi ada approach beda, tapi pasti ada kan kalau
Approach-nya berbeda
if
ya?
there is a will, there is a way, ya kan?
Yes, if there is a will, there is a way, pasti ada
All the
jalan
time,
ya, all the
all the
time.
time, all the time.
Oke, jadi selama 40 tahun Mister Paulo kan sudah di hospitality industry ya,
Ya betul.
kemudian pasti sudah belajar banyak juga, sudah tahu suka dukanya, kemudian juga sudah bertemu dengan para pemilik bisnis ataupun yang menjalankan bisnis
Ya,
seperti itu. Apa yang lesson learn yang Mister Paulo dapatkan yang paling besar, yang paling umum dirasakan oleh para owner bisnis gitu?
iya, oke, ya paling besar ya sabar lah.
Sabar itu
Sabar,
susah, Mister.
napas,
Napas dulu, oke.
napas dulu, dengar,
Ah.
dan again, kalau sinergi yang paling penting kita cari juga sinergi sama tamu kita ya.
Mhm,
Yang paling kalau klien penting harus ada sinergi. Kalau orangnya ada sinergi, kita bisa maju jauh. Kalau orang yang nggak mau nggak mau ikut, nggak mau dengar, nggak mau, dan ya udah mungkin putus saja lah. Oke,
harus
biarin aja.
jalan bareng-bareng
Harus
ya,
jalan bareng.
bersinergi
Ya
gitu
paling
ya?
penting bareng-bareng, harus bareng.
Mhm,
Kalau project ini kunci sukses project ini timnya harus benar sinergi semua kan. Dan setiap orang tim harus ada, oke. Contoh ya sepak bola ya.
mhm,
Kalau satu goalkeeper ini job ada khusus goalkeeper kan, bukan untuk skor gol kan, skor
mhm,
gol bukan, ada striker kan. Nah, midfielder different kan. Jadi sama untuk kalau mau winning team, setiap team player harus ada posisi yang benar, oke? Kalau eh, karena saya manage hotel atau gimana, management saya bagus tapi disuruh bikin electric connection untuk solar panel, wih pasti semua bakar lah. Saya nggak tahu pasti kan. Saya nggak tahu gimana,
semangat.
pasti salah semua pasti kan, karena ini bukan kerja saya kan.
Ah hah.
Ya, something ada tak salah atau mau kirim orang finance dia jadi chef makan, chef, wih pasti gak enak makanannya.
Mhm,
Oke,
semua punya role-nya
semua
masing-masing
punya
ya?
role ya, makanya kalau tim-tim proyek paling penting ada semua, oke, kamu arsitek, kamu itu,
Mhm,
semua jadi, dan yang paling penting sinergi. Dan setiap orang harus siap-siap untuk dengar yang lain, oh oke gimana, tapi kenapa ini begini? Wah ini something
Mhm.
like that. Dan arsitek tahu gimana, oh ini harus 2 meter. Dan saya bilang, oh kenapa nggak 3 meter atau 1 meter? Wah, arsitek pasti bisa jelaskan, oh ini karena 2 meter, karena ini, something like that kan.
Karena fokus dan
Karena
sesuai
fokus,
sama perannya. Yes.
betul, betul, betul. Makanya sinerginya
Mhm.
penting, and then everybody knows, oke sip, that's it, ya kan. Jadi everybody bisa bisa support,
Oke,
ya
jadi
kan.
sinergi itu juga penting, sangat penting sekali ya
Of course,
dalam menjalankan sebuah
of
bisnis
course,
ya.
of course, of course, of
Mhm.
course.
Kalau untuk langkah awal membangun sinergi itu seperti apa sih, Mister Paulo? Dengan mendengarkankah atau
Paling penting respect juga kan, dan
mmm,
orangnya, oh, respect, I know your job, I know what you
mhm,
do, respect, wah referensi bagus, kamu, wah ini sudah lama, ini. Jadi kalau sudah ada itu, ya kita bisa tim yang bagus seperti, wah, pasti striker goal ya, di striker goal kita tahu, oh, ini contoh Cristiano Ronaldo pasti skor gol kan, his job kan, pasti kita nggak bisa tanya-tanya dia, "Kamu bisa skor gol nggak?" Pasti sudah tahu
sudah
kan, karena
tahu,
dia
iya
dia
iya
sudah
iya
ada
iya.
pengalaman di situ kan. Nah, sama sama, that's it yang paling penting kalau profesional, ya main profesional lah. That's why it's not amateur.
Mhm.
Professional people, kerja sama professional people, that's it. Then mereka memang bisa jujur untuk, oke, saya nggak setuju ini, saya nggak setuju ini, oh saya lepas. Something like that.
Mhm mhm
Okay.
mhm mhm.
So that's it. That's we need to do things in professional way. And
Profesional,
profession,
profesionalitas
profesionalitas paling penting.
paling penting juga. Yes, menarik sih kalau kita bahas profesional, terus bisnis dan lain sebagainya. Memang bukan one man show, tapi memang teamwork, perlu
Harap perlu
saling
teamwork.
mendengarkan tim dan lain
Kalau mau
sebagainya.
sukses,
Mhm,
mau project successful is a teamwork. It's
dan
not one man job. I mean, one man job kalau the owner ada vision, okay, dan tapi juga walaupun ada vision, kalau yang orang bawah nggak mengerti, ya percuma. Ini vision aja, okay. Tapi bukan banyak orang ada vision tapi nggak tahu gimana bikin, ya kan?
eksekusinya ya.
Eksekusinya
Mhm.
gimana? Dan makanya orang yang ada vision harus timnya yang paling penting, karena oke, saya ada vision ini, dia mengerti saya, dia mengerti saya, dia mengerti saya. Jadi kita bisa lagi proyek bisa sukses.
Tapi itu kan nggak instan ya, Mister
Ya,
Paula ya, kalau pengen membangun dream team gitu?
dan terserah juga,
Mhm,
terserah orangnya, dan kalau kita punya banyak pengalaman kan. Jadi kalau kamu bilang sekarang, "Oh, saya punya tanah di sini, saya mau," wah, saya mungkin 24 jam saya bisa
mhm.
kasih kamu arsitek, MEP, saya kasih notaris, arsitek,
Oke,
semuanya lebih gampang. Oh, ini
yes.
ini orangnya bisa percaya.
Mhm.
That's it, something like that. Jadi kalau orang profesional begitulah. Jadi nggak usah cari-cari, oke, this is, you want architect, oke, saya kasih 2 3 dan terserah kamu, oh ini saya lebih suka ini, saya lebih suka itu. Ada mungkin juga arsitek-arsitek,
Mhm.
ada yang mereka ada lebih modern, ada lebih ini, gimana style mereka kan. Dan kalau visi cocok sama owner, oh saya suka arsitek ini karena dia bisa mengerti visi saya, something like that, oke. Dan yang lain bisa ikut juga.
Berarti MJBH itu
Ya,
pasti akan selalu memfasilitasi juga ya,
betul.
membuat apa ya, biar ada koneksi dan
Biar
relasinya
iya.
juga, networking
Iya,
untuk
network, betul. Kita punya
mhm,
lumayan banyak koneksi di sini.
mhm,
Dan kalau tamu kita, oh saya punya, mau arsitek, mau interior designer, mau notaris, mau lawyer, mau siapa, kontraktor segala macam, kita bisa present, terus oke, kita punya ini satu, dua, tiga, terserah, eh, dan up to you, nanti you choose lah. Oke,
balik lagi ke
balik
kliennya.
balik ke klien, client has a vision kan,
Iya,
has the vision, oke saya mau ini, oke, then that's it. Dan
mhm.
kita bisa bantu, bisa facilitate.
Semuanya akan dibantu juga, difasilitasi juga ya,
Betul.
MJB. Kemudian kalau misalnya dari Mister Paulo sendiri,
Iya.
mungkin ada yang mau disampaikan untuk para pelaku hospitality gitu ya, yang sedang akan beralih atau masih dalam awal tahapan untuk menuju sustainability, trends gitu, untuk bisnisnya.
Hmm,
Ada yang mau disampaikan nggak?
aduh, gimana ya? Eh, Again, ini juga mulai dari awal dan
Mhm,
mentalitas dari sini visi atau dari konsep pertama ini sustainability sudah masuk belum?
mhm,
Sudah pikir belum? Dan kerja kita juga untuk kasih tahu sama owner, ini orang ini kamu harus begini, harus begini, harus begini lah. Paling penting dan banyak banyak owner atau developer mereka nggak tahu atau belum pikir
mhm,
dan kerja kita juga untuk mereka pikir pikirlah ini oh iya something aja banyak banyak orang eh, senang ya kalau kita makanya ya ini makanya kerja kita makanya mereka hire kita untuk begitulah untuk bilang apa yang perlu ya kan dan juga back to kepercayaan
mhm.
eh, penting that's it kalau kalau kamu percaya dan bilang oh yes we do that oh yes we need to do that good idea not good idea atau oh no I can do later ya udah I can do later no problem
Mhm.
tapi I told you okay okay that's something like that
Pasti yang disampaikan kan sudah berdasarkan experience yang sudah lewat
betul
juga ya, sudah
betul
banyak sekali kayak tantangan-tantangan yang dihadapi, sudah
betul
menemukan juga solusi-solusinya yang mungkin bisa diaplikasikan dan bisa berhasil dan
betul
mhm,
betul betul of course every project different tapi basic selalu sama ya
apa saja basic-nya, Mister Paulo?
well, basic gimana, again peraturan-peraturan
Ah,
harus ikut, paling
oke.
penting, oke. Dan, bangunan-bangunan gimana, oke mau fondasi 1 meter, 2 meter, 5 meter,
Mhm,
10 meter, terserah mau gimana, mau lantai 1, 2, 3 terserah juga kan. Jadi banyak aturan, eee, if you konsep dulu, oke kita konsep, semua setuju,
mhm,
dan untuk konsep itu kita perlu ini, beda beda konsep kamu different dan konsep dia. Jadi mungkin ada yang mau 1 restoran, ada yang mau 2 restoran, ada yang mau uh, room service, ada yang mau little bar, ada yang
mhm,
mau diskotek, ada mau apa, terserah, terserah. Dan kita bisa bantu untuk masuk ke, oh mungkin kita bisa bilang sama tamu, wah kamu diskotek di sini nggak perlu lah, nggak usah, ini nggak ada apa-apa, mungkin perlu healthy juice bar, something like that, daripada
mmm,
diskotek or something like that kan. Tapi kita juga kasih alasan, misalnya, oke ini kamu bisa ini, tapi kamu nggak bisa ini karena ini. Bukan driven by ego karena saya nggak
mhm,
suka, something like that kan. Tapi kalau kamu kamu bilang, oh saya mau ini, saya bilang, sebetulnya, wah, eee, saya mau bikin Italian restoran. Wah, tapi kita bilang, "Ya, kenapa Italian restoran? Di jalan sudah punya 20 Italian restoran, ngapain? Change lah, bikin aja Prancis, Meksiko, Spanyol, atau something like that, atau Indonesia,
mhm,
terserah."
mhm,
Jadi
mhm.
bisa advice tamu, oke. Dan kalau tamu mau benar-benar, "Oh, no, saya mau ini," ya udah, no problem, nah, no problem. Nah, kita atur, betul.
Sudah
Oke.
ada konsep, kan perlu juga untuk dana dan lain sebagainya. Nah,
Of course of course of
kalau
course.
untuk tips, untuk
Ya
berinvestasi di satu
ya,
usaha atau menerima investasi itu
iya.
seperti apa? Ada
Well,
advice ya? Mhm,
iya, ada tamu mereka sudah punya dana,
mhm,
mereka punya, oke, kita bisa, oke, kamu mau bikin bintang 1, bintang 2, bintang 3, bintang 5, terserah, oke.
mhm.
Kadang-kadang banyak orang pikir, "Wah, saya mau bikin bintang 5, oke, tapi berapa kamu punya di kantong?" Nah, saya punya, saya bilang, kalau mau itu, ini nggak bisa, oh ini ada, oke. Atau kita bilang, "Oh ini cukup," something like that. Atau banyak orang mungkin perlu bantu untuk, finance, oke. Dan kita punya juga di dalam tim kita juga orang bisa bantu untuk finance,
Mhm,
maksudnya oke konsep-konsep, dia mungkin punya tanah aja kan, tapi oke saya mau bikin konsep-konsep semua setuju dan kita perlu berapa dananya dan gimana bisa cari.
mhm,
Dan kita juga di tim kita ada orangnya khusus untuk international investment untuk cari duitnya kalau konsep-konsep bagus. dan bisa. Dan ada orang mau perlu mungkin satu investor atau mungkin ada kamu jual aja rumah contoh ya, dan kita bisa different program ROI different kan. Nah, tapi kan yang banyak orang saya only one person saya mau
Mhm.
that's it different nah. Tapi kita bisa bantu juga, kita
Semuanya
punya
bisa
punya
dibantu ya?
orang
Mhm.
khusus untuk itulah,
Yang
untuk
sudah kredibel dan sudah profesional
udah
juga
profesional,
pastinya
udah
ya? Mhm.
kredibel, dan kita bisa bantu untuk ada orang bisa dana dari luar,
Mhm.
bisa juga bisa bantu.
Supaya bisa berhati-hati juga ya?
Betul, betul. Oh iya
Karena kan
penting lah, karena
mhm.
banyak juga unfortunately apalagi banyak scammer.
Mhm. Supaya tidak terkena scammer.
Banyak scammer. Jadi commonly become more and more common ya.
Mhm.
Jadi hati-hati lah. Makanya kadang-kadang kita bicara sama ngobrol-ngobrol sama sama tamu,
Mhm.
when it's too good, just be careful lah. Oke. Dan juga kita bisa bantu untuk mereka kasih tahu lawyer atau notaris atau untuk cek lah. Kamu cek dulu benar nggak?
Mhm.
Yeah, sometimes it's not too good to be true kan. Oke, oke. Oke.
Jadi
So,
memang harus tetap hati-hati juga
harus
ya?
hati-hati
Mhm.
juga.
Jangan terlena
Sebetulnya di
sama profit yang
mana-mana,
besar,
bukan cuma di
betul.
sini, tapi di mana
Mhm.
bukan Indonesia atau ini Thailand sama, di Italy sama, everywhere same lah.
Everywhere.
Just to be careful lah. You just sabar, pelan-pelan. Okay, just do things properly, and then bisa jadi yang project yang bagus.
Mhm.
Ya.
Dan pasti ada pertimbangan-pertimbangan yang baik juga yang akan diberikan ya
Oh ya, of
MJBH
course,
untuk bisa
of course, of
dapat
course.
keputusan yang terbaik juga untuk bisnis ke
Betul,
depannya
betul,
gitu.
betul,
Mhm
betul,
mhm
betul. Dan
mhm.
ini kerja kerja kita, jadi kita mau we tell you
Mhm.
what it is. We don't tell you what you want to hear. Kan? Banyak perusahaan they
Iya
tell you
iya
what
iya.
you want to hear
Realitinya
kan.
seperti ini
We
gitu.
tell you what maybe what you don't want to hear, but we tell you that, daripada we tell you dan nanti kamu kenapa kamu nggak bilang dulu, wah ya
Heeh.
maaf saya nggak mau ganggu atau nggak mau, wah janganlah,
Mhm.
oke.
Mmm.
Mau langsung, that's the reality, that's the way. Then ya that's it. Ada apa, biar bapak senang nggak,
Mhm
biar bapak
mhm
nggak,
mhm.
bilang oke this mau nggak.
Iya iya
Oh,
iya iya.
wah tapi saya pikir, itu
Mhm.
ya udah,
Kita sudah kasih
alhamdulillah sudah
pertimbangan gitu.
begitu, alhamdulillah kita sudah kasih tahu gimana, ya that's it, something like that. Oke,
Oke.
dan kita
Mhm.
bisa kasih direksi gimana, oke ini di tempat ini kamu bisa bintang 3 cukup, something like that,
Mhm.
oke. Dan kita bisa bikin finance forecast, dan oke ini harganya, oke kalau kamar begini kamu bisa jual ini, kita bisa jual ini, dan berapa percentage, berapa potensi, berapa semua kita, that's our job.
Dan itu pasti akan selalu berubah seiring berjalannya waktu ya,
Of
dalam
course,
artian
of
pertimbangan
course,
segala
of
macam.
course, of course.
Dan kalau misalnya dari Mister Paulo ngelihat sebelum dan sekarang, bahkan mungkin in the future, itu
Mhm.
seperti apa sih hospitality? Kalau misalnya kita bahas yang dulu-dulu mungkin belum fokus sama sustainability, terus sekarang
Mhm.
sudah mulai jadi tren. Jadi
Ya, tren
semuanya harus menjadi sustainable gitu.
absolut ya, karena
Mhm, kalau
dan tamu mungkin banyak tamu sekarang apalagi di Eropa, mereka pilih hotel
mhm,
gimana mereka sustainable program.
oke.
Ada pertanyaan banyak ini, "What you do?" Ini,
Mhm.
ada orang tanya juga, "Oh, kamu chemical soap untuk cuci gimana?" Wah, kaget juga kita mulai mulai pertanyaan lagi nih, dan mungkin 5 tahun, 10 tahun yang lalu nggak ada yang pikir begitu kan. Nah, dan tamu juga lebih dulu ke hotel contoh 1 minggu, everyday harus ganti spray kan. Dan haruslah, orang bintang 5 orangnya
Mhm,
pasti pretend kan, harus ganti setiap hari ganti. Wah ini luxury kan dulu ya.
betul.
Sekarang kalau kita bilang sama tamu, oke ini ada sustainable program ini, karena ini, kita bisa pilih yang benar, dan kita ganti once every 2 days atau every 3 days, tamunya nggak ada masalah sebetulnya. Yang paling of course bersih kamar atau tapi sekarang ada yang masalah, okay, no problem. That's like a new normal kan?
New
Ya kan
normal.
new normal, okay? Walaupun di bintang hotel bintang 5
Mhm.
kalau tamunya nggak mau setiap hari ganti spray nggak ada masalah. Yang paling ya refresh the room of course, semua ini towel of course, tapi it become normal lah. Dulu was like, oh no, cannot, has to be, because we are a 5 star. Ya kan?
Bagaimana dengan 5 sampai 10 tahun ke depan kalau melihat industri hospitality? Apakah masih dengan sustainability-nya atau ada
Pas,
sesuatu yang
pasti. I think
mungkin akan
is
jadi
yet,
tren baru?
pasti is yet to stay.
Mhm.
Uh, and pasti sustainable is yet to stay and more and will be successful because with technology we use and machinery we use and so on, there will be normal.
Now
Like
is new normal?
yeah, because dulu even food waste atau
Mhm.
apa sampah kan, dulu sampahnya semua taruh di satu tempat, oke? Gak ada yang tapi sekarang wah ini harus plastik di sini, kertas di sini, wet sampah di situ, normal kan?
Mhm.
Jadi untuk ada yang karyawan baru, yang kids, yang staff coming from school and so on, langsung masuk di hotel,
Mhm.
pasti langsung ngajarin kan?
Betul.
Dulu enggak kan?
Iya.
Dulu semuanya masuk di situ kan? Nah, jadi untuk mereka normal kan?
Mhm.
Ya kan? Mereka nggak dia, it's a normal. I mean, ada yang orang sudah mungkin kamu karena muda lahir sama telepon.
Mhm.
Saya bukan lahir sama telepon. Saya harus adaptasi kan. Tapi itu kamu normal.
Adaptasi.
Untuk anak kamu lebih normal.
Betul.
Komputer, ada ini mungkin
Mhm
ini
mhm mhm.
pen atau ini mungkin susah gitu kan. Jadi mereka lebih gampang sama
Ah.
ditulis di apa bukan di kertas benar tapi ditulis di iPad or something like that kan. Jadi new normal kan.
Mhm.
Jadi I think the all the hospitality and they will embrace as a normal thing and more to come because definitely more 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 new ideas
Mhm.
uh, will come, especially recycling and so on. Actually,
Oke. Dan optimis ya kalau misalnya ke depan hospitality ini bakal terus
I think so lah. We have to be
baik. Mhm.
optimist lah. Have to be. Jangan harus maju lah.
Harus
Jangan
maju, betul.
jangan mundur lah. Oke. Okay? Dan pasti sekarang gak ada uh, alasannya kurang
Mhm.
karena semuanya kita punya telepon mau tahu tentang apa aja. Kalau mau belajar diri atau benar-benar curious, ya kamu langsung bisa kan?
Mmm,
Oh ini begitu, oh ini begitu, something like that. Jadi and this become very common lah, very normal
betul.
lah.
Jadi sudah banyak platform dan informasi yang ada, sudah
Ada,
sangat mudah sekali.
betul.
Balik lagi, kita mau atau enggak untuk mencari
Ayo,
informasi itu ya?
itulah mau nggak? Anjir. Ini paling penting.
Mindset-nya balik
Nah,
lagi ya?
balik
Mhm.
balik 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 lagi sama mindset,
Mhm.
ya kan? Mau nggak?
Mhm.
Ada yang mau, ada yang nggak mau. That's it. Gimana bisa orang yang mau sama orang nggak mau bisa tarik sama kalau mau lah.
Oke. Nice.
Nice ya, nice. Coba, try at home,
Try at home gitu.
try it at home. Don't try it at home, okay?
Oke, dan memang kalau membahas tentang hospitality industry itu nggak ada ujungnya, jadi akan seru pembahasannya mungkin tentang bagaimana kita bisa untuk mempertahankan profit tadi, kemudian tetap juga sustain dan
Mhm,
memperhatikan planet, people, dan juga bagaimana kesejahteraan dari bisnis kita gitu ya, Mister,
betul,
ya. Dan pastinya kalau dari sana kita sudah punya mindset yang baik,
ya,
kemudian juga sudah punya tim, sudah punya teamwork yang solid
absolut,
juga, kemudian
absolut,
sudah dengan pertimbangan dan juga konsultasi yang matang, segala
betul.
macam semua pasti akan berjalan dengan baik dan berhasil gitu ya.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Ah,
yes.
mungkin dari Mister Paulo ada yang mau ada any advice atau gimana sih supaya kita bisa tetap beradaptasi dengan segala perubahan yang mungkin akan muncul ke depannya.
Okay, well, education, learn and then talk to the right people,
Mhm.
talk to the professional, and willing to understand and willing to adapt. Ya, paling penting. Then we talk anytime. Give me a call. We talk, ngobrol sama coffee yang enak. Senang ngobrol-ngobrol tentang hospitality dan gimana ada acara-acara yang baru. Silakan kita bisa exchange ideas lah. Ini paling penting juga.
Oke,
Exchange information then work.
betul.
Exchange information then best practices. You practice something good, okay, share lah. Something like that. Jadi that's it.
Oke, thank you for your
Good.
sharing ya hari ini ya.
Thank you. Bagus.
Jadi jangan hanya di-keep di diri sendiri aja, tapi
Jangan.
share. Talking to people ya.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Talking to people, share your knowledge. Then that's important.
Oke, thank you,
Okay.
Mr.
Thank you.
Paulo sudah
Thank you.
sharing hari ini.
Thank you
Pasti
very
akan
much.
bermanfaat banget
Yes,
untuk viewers yang sudah menyaksikan Dialog Podcast episode hari ini. Dan kita akan ketemu lagi di next episode Dialog Podcast berikutnya. See ya!